Hey guys, so I've been gone for about a whole week because my laptop screen was broken. I feel really bad that I ditched y'all for a week, so to make up for it, I did 3 different but equally cute fall looks that will be released in the next 3 days, so y'all got videos to watch. So the first look is the simple brown smoky eye with a nude lip. In this specific tutorial, I want to show y'all how I do my hair because so many people have asked me how I do my heatless curls, and it's so simple because I suck at hair. So if I can do it, y'all can probably do it 10 times better than me. So after you part your hair in the middle, you start by sectioning off a small bit of your hair and then grabbing more hair and then twisting into that initial piece, and you just keep doing that until you reach the end. That's basically it. And remember to tighten as you go along so that the curls are more defined. And once I reach the end, I like to wrap the whole braid around my head. Not around my head, but like around the braid. So not only do you get those really pretty defined curls, but you also have a general wave pattern to your hair. And then I secure it with the hair tie, and that usually is tight enough for me because I have done this so many times that there isn't really any like stray hairs. But if you want to tighten your bun a little bit more, you can always use bobby pins. I'm doing the same thing on the other side. By the end, if you look like Princess Layla, you've done it correctly. To start off my makeup, I'm using the Nars Sheer Glow foundation, and I'm just dotting it all over my face and blending it in with my Real Technique sponge, like I always do. I forgot to mention, I'm only doing my foundation in this video because my base makeup is going to stay the same. And next is concealer, and I'm using the Tarte Shape tape to basically do everything, the under eyes, the blemishes, everything I need to conceal with one concealer because it's still my favorite. I'm not doing any heavy contouring, changing my bone structures with any of these looks because I just want to keep it simple and wearable. I'm gonna set everything with the RCMA No color powder. Instead of using a brush, I like to use a powder puff now because it really gives such a flawless finish. It presses the powder, the foundation, everything into your skin. And I like to fold it and roll the powder puff on my skin. Next, I'm using the ABH Brow Wiz to fill in my brows. I'm using it in the color Caramel, and it's really easy now because I microbladed my brows, and even though they have faded significantly, the general shape is still there. So I basically just darken them and thicken them slightly, and that is it. Next, I'm setting my brows with the Glossier Boy Brow in clear, and I'm brushing all of my brow hairs all the way up over and over again because I want them to look more youthful and feathery. Next, I'm using this Becca Sunlit bronzer, and I'm using it to warm up my face. This is a very, very subtle bronzer. There's barely any pigment in it when I swatch it, and it's also very close to my skin color. And I just kind of want the bronzer to look more subtle on my face this time because I want the blush to stand out. But I'm just using this to slightly contour my jawline and my cheeks, my forehead, and just warm up my face a little bit. And I'm using the same bronzer to contour the 2 sides of my nose tip and also a little bit underneath my lips to give my lips a little bit more of a pout. The shadow usually makes my lips look a little bit fuller and bigger. And I'm going back to do my nose bridge again because I'm unorganized and can't make up my mind. But I'm just contouring the 2 sides of my nose like how I usually do, pulling it out when I reach the nose tip to do an L shape. Next is highlight. Can you tell that I'm just starting to get into the Becca highlight hype? I'm using my fingers to apply it on my nose bridge and on my chin. For blush, I'm using another Becca product, and I love this blush. I'm starting off right next to my cheek and pulling it up right above my bronzer. And I'm also dusting a little bit of this over my forehead and just all over my face for a little bit of a sunburnt look. For the eyes, I'm going back with the bronzer and applying it all over my eyes for kind of like a wash of color and to use as a template for the shape of the eyeshadow. So I'm applying this all over my lids and above and winging it out a little bit. Next, I'm going in with my Morphe palette, and it's the color right in the center. It's a warm matte brown. I'm applying this warm brown just on the lids and being careful not to go above the bronzer color that I already applied. To cool it down a little bit, I'm using the color right next to it, which is a darker cool toned brown. And I'm using this in my outer corners to really define my eyes. And it's also going to make the eyes look a little bit less orange than it was. Next, I'm using a matte black eyeshadow on my lower lash line, and I'm smudging this all over and almost pulling it up as an eyeliner, like kind of like a wing. I'll intensify the black eyeshadow later with a pencil eyeliner, but for now I just want to make sure it's really well blended and smudged out. Now the eyeliner, to intensify the look even more, I'm just tightlining my upper and lower lash line. And I'm also dotting a little bit of this eyeliner on the black eyeshadow that I already have on my lower lash line to kind of do a twiggy look. To finish off the eyes, I'm using the Soap & Glory Thick and Fast Collagen Mascara, and I'm pushing my eyelashes up so they look a bit more curled. And I also curled my lashes before I even put on foundation or any makeup so that the process of curling wouldn't mess up my makeup. Oh, and I'm going back with the brow pencil I use to dot a small beauty mark on my cheek. Finally, for lips, I'm using the ABH liquid lipstick in the shade Naked, which I got on sale for $12. I'm using the applicator to line my lips. Applying this is kind of tricky because it's so drying that you need to make sure you have an even color. It's not very forgiving if you have any kind of dryness on your lips. I thought the liquid lipstick alone is a little bit too yellow and kind of washing me out a bit, so I'm using the Glossier Generation G in the shade Light to give more pinkish tones to the nude lip. Now that the makeup is done, I'm just letting my hair out and separating the curls. The curl wasn't as tight as it could have been because I only did my makeup for like 20 minutes. So if you leave it in longer, it'll look better. I think this looks very nice with a beret. And here's me pretending to be an art major. Also, a word of advice, if you have a dog, do not get a black wool hat. Anyway, I hope you found this video helpful. Stay tuned for the next 2 looks that's dropping on Friday and Saturday. Thank you again for watching and not burning my house down because I didn't post for a week. I'll see y'all next time. Bye!